Okay, so let's start from first principles.
Mhm.
What a concept.
Yeah.
First principles. Is there any way in the world that Elon Musk will allow the robotaxis to roll out on Sunday unless he thinks they're 100% ready to go?
Yeah. He's going to only roll them out. They're 100% ready to go. He's concerned about the long-term big picture, not hitting some arbitrary dates.
Right. So if they roll out on Sunday, we can assume that Elon Musk, in his big brain, believes that, yeah, there's going to be an occasional vehicle that's going to run into a curb, or who knows, it might even hit a dog or something. I mean, we don't know. There's going to be, people have accidents, and other cars can cause the accidents, or something gets in the way of the vehicle and it has an accident because it's avoiding what's getting in its way. But I think it's just reasonable, and any investor who thinks differently, I think, needs to re-examine that thought, is that Elon is not going to put these out on Sunday unless he believes they're ready to go.
Right.
If they're ready to go, and this is the part that drives me nuts, if they're ready, what stands in the way? Nothing.
Nothing stands in the way. If they're ready, then you will rapidly scale to 2 million vehicles.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because there's nothing. People talk about regulations and whatnot, but if they work, then the regulations are going to just go away. I mean, just all you have to do is show the data.
Right. Yeah, if they're safer than human,
yeah,
and particularly safer than humans with autopilot driver assist,
right,
then, because that is potentially 10, 20 times safer than the average US driver, then, as Elon says, it's immoral not to get them out there to save the lives and prevent the injuries.
Right. So at that point, it would, and it looks like at least China and maybe Europe are now starting to get a little more aligned with trying to move these approvals up.
Right. Yeah, because it will be an economic impact. China has 300,000 road deaths each year, 10 times more than we do.
Yeah.
And it's 7% of their GDP from injuries and other stuff. So
what?
Yeah.
7% of their GDP.
Right.
Wow. Holy.
Right.
And the fact that they are allowing Tesla, after all, to send their data out,
right,
and to use their data center there in China for accumulating the data. I mean, this is huge.
Right. If it works, then and they release, then I'm confident. I've been confident that that's going to be a pretty fast move up. I would certainly think my over and under will be at least 10,000 in the Tesla fleet by the end of this year, and to get to the full rollout to all the other cars and stuff from millions of vehicles.
Yeah, because 10,000 really wouldn't be a significant. I mean, it wouldn't really be that hard to get to.
Yeah.
Because even without doing the what do you want to call it, the Airbnb version, even without releasing it to us, between now and the end of the year, I mean, we make just over 1 million vehicles in the United States a year.
Right. No, last year it was 700,000 or something like that.
700,000.
750,000. So this year, if we get I think we're maybe at 10% above that, maybe.
Yeah.
But if we have the new vehicle, then we get over 1 million this year.
All right, but so all I'm saying is you take 10,000 out of 700,000. It's not a big deal.
Right.
Okay. Just give us a couple of days production. We'll put those out.
Right.
It's not a significant number. And then if you're talking about, if they do start to release it at all in Europe, again, same thing. They've got way more capacity in Berlin than they're using at this point. So they decide to try one country or two countries. They can easily pull product off the lines. So, all right. Okay. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I keep having a hard time trying to figure out what the resistance to this investment is, because except for Optimus, it's potentially the biggest product of all times. Therefore, it has the biggest upside of all times. And it seems like the downside is fairly low. But people keep talking about it as being this risky investment at this point. And smart people, and I think Gary Black is smart. Smart people like Gary Black are on the sidelines, right?
Right. Right.
I just don't get it. If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.